And it looks like the leaks were true. Eula's banner has finally been officially released, and well, as I said before, the leaks are true. If you've been keeping track of the leaks, you know what's up, and if you haven't, well, sit back and let's dive right in. So real quickly, we have in the character banner Eula, Shinsho, Beidou, and Xinyan. And real quickly, let's go over the 4 stars. Shinsho is one of the best support characters in the game, and he's going to be really great with Eula in a freeze comp, and with Eula using a claymore, providing that shatter damage. And outside of that, he's a really good support character for any pyro DPS to do that vaporized damage. Next we have Beidou, who can also be a main DPS, but I usually use her as supporting character. At C1 she can provide a really amazing shield, and because she's an electro character, she will be able to support Eula with superconduct so that Eula can be doing much more damage. Next we have the underappreciated Xinyan, who is actually pretty damn bad at C0. However, if you do manage to get her at C1 or even C2, she really starts to become really good. I myself do not use Xinyan. She is in the back burner. I only recently got her and haven't really put the resources into her, but I definitely wouldn't mind getting some constellations for her. Now, should you be wishing on this character banner? Objectively, I would say this is kind of a pass because Eula is a physical damage user. And although the current Spiral Abyss is something that Eula will definitely shine in, it is looking like the next Spiral Abyss in 1.6 is really going to bring down Eula's usefulness in that area. However, personally, I am actually going to be wishing on this banner because Eula, despite being a cryo character, is damn hot. And this time around, I am waifu over meta. I am willing to use my Primo Gems to get her. That being said, I am at a 50-50, so honestly, if I don't get Eula, yes, my degenerate self will be pretty sad, but there's always a chance that I could get a good character for the meta of the game. So in my opinion, that to me is pretty fine for me. Also, the 2 characters that are slated to come in 1.6, I have no interest in them, so I don't mind spending my Primo Gems on Eula because I want her and I will get her, hopefully. Moving on, let's take a look at the weapon banner, and what do we have but 2 physical DPS weapons as the 5-star rate ups. First off, we have the Song of Broken Pines, which is the tailor-made claymore for Eula, and it is one of the best weapons in the game once it comes out, being on par to the Wolf Gravestone in certain situations, and I believe can actually surpass it in very certain situations. However, the Wolf Gravestone overall is still the better weapon. That being said, Song of Broken Pines is going to be amazing, especially for physical DPS characters like Eula, or if you have a Beidou that you main as for physical DPS, that would be great too. And the other 5-star weapon is the Aquila Favonia, which is another physical damage weapon, this time the one-handed sword, and this weapon is going to be really good for Bennett right now in the current state of the Spiral Abyss. Also really great on Jean, and as well as physical DPS Kaching. And it is one of the best weapons in the game because of its base stats. And it is one of the best options for one-handed swords because of its based attack stat. As for the 4-star weapons, we have the Rust, the Sacrificial Greatsword, the Sacrificial Fragments, and those weapons are pretty solid. The energy recharge on that claymore will actually be pretty good on Beidou because of her high energy cost on her burst. The rest will be good on characters like physical DPS official, as well as a Hertalia, who we recently have, and if you don't have a good weapon for him yet, that is going to be great for that situation. Moving on, we have the Polearm, which is actually going to be pretty good for Hu Tao as well as Xiangling. And then we have the Claymore Rain Slasher, which so far hasn't proven to be all that great on any character. I tried using it on Beidou and I kind of liked it for the increased damage. However, I switched over to a Claymore that gave me energy recharge because I just needed her burst to come up sooner. and so Rain Slasher is kind of just sitting there doing nothing. But that being said, Electro is slated to get a buff in 1.6, so Rain Slasher might prove to become a decent weapon then. Now, should you be wishing on this weapon banner, I objectively say that this is probably one of the better weapon banners. You kind of can't go wrong with the 5 stars. You have one of the best claymores and one of the best one-handed swords, and even if you aren't too keen on the physical damage, their base attacks are pretty damn solid. Not to mention the Song of Broken Pines passive is pretty good. So if you're in need of more weapons, then I would say definitely go for this one. And that will be it. Those are my quick thoughts on the banners that are coming up in a couple of days. I am going to be streaming going after Eula. It's going to be pretty tight with the amount of Primo Gems I have, and also the 50-50 is kind of making me nervous. But that will be all for this video, and I wish everyone good luck with their wishes in this upcoming banner. And until then, adieu and goodbye.